As an Asian chef that's been working in professional kitchens for over 20 years, I probably have a catalog of over 1,000 recipes in my repertoire. But this one, over and over again, is probably what I'm best known for. It's called Drunken Noodles. It's a dish that I made famous in Las Vegas, and it's the one dish people ask me to make over and over again. So I'm gonna teach you my secret on how to make Drunken Noodles. So we're gonna start with a little bit of ginger, some garlic, and a little bit of brown sugar. And because it's going into a sauce, you run it really, really fine. So what I like to do is I smash it flat, then I mince it really, really tiny. Then I like to bring my knife over and just give it a nice smash. For the ginger, what we're gonna do, very simple. We'll peel first. So I like to take my knife and use the back of the knife to rub the skin off while I rotate the ginger. Take the ginger into fine tiles, slice those into very fine slices, and then quarter turn that, and then mince those very fine slices into very tiny minces. Add that to the bowl. Then we're gonna add a little bit of brown sugar in. Now we bring in the wet. So we have sriracha, fish sauce, sweet soy sauce, and oyster sauce. Oyster and sriracha are pretty readily available at most markets. The fish sauce and sweet soy you might have to hunt down at a local Thai market. For the onions, we're gonna start with one white onion. Take the ends off, cut the onions in half, north pole to south pole. And then what we're gonna do is called a lyonnaise cut. You keep the edge of the knife pointing towards the core of the onion as you slice up the onion into 1/8" slices. Cut the Serrano Chiles into thin slices, but I like angling the knife to what's called bias slices to get nice thin bias slices. Now to tomatoes, very simply, we're gonna cut cherry tomatoes right in half. We have some Thai basil, and all we simply did was pick the leaves off. So the secret ingredient are fresh rice noodles. You go to the Asian market, they're found in the deli section, and they're called fresh rice noodles. What you're gonna do is bring them home, and these are basically one continuous noodle sheet that has been folded over on itself about twice. So make sure you unravel them, make sure that they're not too firm, and never refrigerate these noodles. You wanna make sure to get them home and use them within 24 to 48 hours. Pan's hot, we add our oil. Once you see a wisp of white smoke, it's time for garlic. You wanna cook the garlic very quickly until it starts to go light brown. Right behind it, we're gonna add chili. Stir the chili and garlic around until they caramelize a little bit. And then we're gonna crack 2 eggs right into the pan. Do not over break the yolks. You wanna make sure those eggs get nice and fluffy. Into the eggs, we're gonna add our protein, which is shrimp. Stir that around until the eggs start to coagulate and the shrimp starts to cook. Now we're gonna add some vegetables. So you wanna add onion and tomato. Stir around until the eggs again start to set. And right before the eggs start to coagulate all the way, we're gonna add our noodles. You want the noodles to get a lot of pan contact because the edges are gonna sear up really nicely. So I've got some nice crispy edges now. I've got a little more caramelization. And this is when you want to add your sauce. Now I like to start from the outside because these are the gravity and the shape of the wok to help caramelize and reduce to create a sauce. Once the sauce is in, make sure your basil goes in because you want to use the heat of the pan that generates steam to really steam up that basil. Once the basil's good, add scallions. And you want to fold in the scallions so they don't overcook. Gently move your noodles onto a plate. Garnish with a little bit of basil. That's it. All those steps are the secret to making those drunken noodles that I've made 1,000 times before. Enjoy.